Hey all, Pyrodrake here for another Buffy theory. This time, is Angel's curse actually justified? Spoilers for both Buffy and Angel. If you haven't seen either or both shows and you want absolutely nothing spoiled, feel free to come back after you've caught up. Anyways, is Angel's curse justified? Now, my own knee-jerk reaction is, of course not! The curse is dumb and stupid and only serves to torture Angel. Now, throughout both shows, Angel shows us three completely different and separate personalities. That of Liam.
Why don't you rest right here?
That of Angel.
I better go.
And that of Angelus.
I'm back.
Just a refresher, Angelus fed off a young gypsy girl, apparently a favorite of her clan, so they summoned his soul and placed it back into his body, thus forcing Angel to feel remorse for the horrible deeds he committed as Angelus. According to the show's lore, vampires are soulless creatures, free of guilt and remorse, focused solely, no pun intended, on selfish desires. As Angel puts it,
when you become a vampire, the demon takes your body, but it doesn't get your soul. That's gone. No conscience, no remorse. It's an easy way to live.
So, from an outside perspective, it appears that souled Angel is being punished for the actions of soulless Angelus. Now, they justify this in the show by having Jenny's uncle say,
"Yes, it is not justice we serve, it is vengeance."
But even that still sat bad with me. However, the more I thought about it, the closer I felt the curse's justification being, maybe? Here's what I mean. The few times we get to see Angelus throughout both shows, he obviously sees himself separate from Angel or Liam.
Dream on, schoolgirl. Your boyfriend is dead.
This actually doesn't go contrary to his character, even though Angel does feel responsible for the horrible deeds of Angelus. There isn't much to say about these two, as between both shows, they answer any questions regarding either's feelings. Now, to me, the wild card is actually Liam. Now, we only get bits and pieces of Liam throughout both series, but what they do show on screen is actually what interests me most, which is a rarity with these, as most Joss Whedon creations are usually spoken entirely in metaphor. Let's go back to when Liam left home for the last time. He shows great love for what I can assume is his baby sister. Then there's what I can assume is his mom appearing quietly upset about Liam and his dad fighting. Finally, what I can state is his dad, while gruff, does show concern for his son.
I was never in your way, boy.
He really doesn't want Liam to leave, and when Liam is killed, he stays at his son's grave for an extended period of time. All in all, a somewhat normal-ish family dynamic. This, though, is exactly what makes me question the justification of restoring Angel's soul. Let's take a look at Liam pre-death. Liam was born in 1727 in Galloway, Ireland, and was sired by Darla in 1753, making him 26-ish years old. According to localhistories.org, famine in the 1740s killed about 10% of the population of Europe. It's hard to pin down specifically, but according to my research, the average lifespan in 1750s Ireland was only between 30 and 40 years old. Now, this fact can be interpreted that Liam wouldn't leave home because he was too poor, but again, by my best research, about 33% of those between ages 15 and 24 were enlisted into military service. The same article states that 61% of children no longer lived at home by the age of 12. 12! Now, this does include children that have died as not living at home, but even then, that only makes up a third of that 61%. The rest? 12-year-olds that moved into neighboring villages and towns. I can honestly say that at the age of 12, I never considered getting a job and my own place. Moving on. For individuals Liam's age, only 2% of men aged 25 through 29 lived at home in the 18th century. So the fact that Liam still lives at home, and his father is still alive, and that Liam has enough money to drink himself blind not only is very unlikely, but really shows what kind of character Liam is. Now, what do I mean by that? From what we see, Liam, by himself, doesn't seem like the type of person that would work to get money. Chances are he stole what little money his family had for his own benefit. We can also infer he does this often. The fight with his father implies this. Alright, so, why do I bring all this up? I mean, everything Liam has done doesn't seem so egregious that he should be punished for all eternity. Well, it's this scene that makes the best argument.
I always wanted to see the world, but
I could show you.
could you then?
Things you've never seen, never even heard of.
Sounds exciting.
It is. And frightening.
I'm not afraid. Show me. Show me your world.
Close your eyes.
Liam wasn't murdered. He wasn't fed upon just for food. It wasn't an accident. Liam made the choice. Granted, he didn't know what his choice actually entailed, but
Believe me, but sometimes the price we end up paying for one bad choice isn't commensurate with the offense.
at the same time, he didn't care. If Liam had gone home that night or passed out in a gutter, he'd have been either still mortal or just simply dead. So let's think about this for just a moment. Had Liam left home between the ages of 10 and 19, which in context, about 47% of males left home or died between these ages, none of Angelus's actions would have come to fruition. He wouldn't have killed his family, he wouldn't have rampaged all throughout Europe, no Connor, no Drusilla, no Spike, including all the deaths that they've caused, and chances are Buffy probably would have died significantly sooner too.
Good dogs don't.
Also, meaning that everyone that Buffy had saved after that point would have been killed. Alright, so what do I mean by all of this combined? Well, Angel feels guilty about the evil deeds of Angelus because, in his mind, had he been a better son and either stayed at home or moved out early, all of Angelus's deeds would not have occurred. This means that to Angel, Liam, and by extension, Angel himself, is guilty for all the evil deeds that Angelus has done. In metaphor, this can equate to an adult suffering guilt and or punishment for the actions from when they were a child or teenager, like, for example, Giles and Igon.
Time to go to sleep.
This, of course, leads to what degree do we punish an adult for the actions from when they were a child? Perhaps it was a small misjudgment of character, maybe they hurt someone, or perhaps even killed someone. The degree to which punishment is doled out is beyond what I'd feel comfortable determining. Now, what if this person grew into a moral adult? They may end up punishing themselves mentally far worse than any court could. So, all this being said, is Angel actually responsible for the destruction from Angelus? Well, given the presented information, I'd say not entirely, however, some of his guilt is justified. This guilt stems from Angel truly wanting to do good, a trait not expressed in every souled creature. For example, in Angel Season 3 Episode 4, Carpe Noctem, a souled old man takes over Angel's body, finds out he's a vampire, and is perfectly content to kill people. Even earlier than that, there's the child in Season 1, Episode 4, I've Got You Under My Skin, that is completely devoid of empathy. Both, to a degree, remind me of Liam. Souled or not, it's his actions as a man that he finds grievous. Or, as Angel puts it in Buffy Season 3, Episode 10, Amends,
Am I a thing worth saving, huh? Am I a righteous man?
If you made it this far, wow, and thanks. Feel free to like, comment, blood donation, subscribe, firstborn, and notification bell, as the YouTubers say these days. Personally, I'm having a blast doing these, so hopefully I'll get time to continue on. Thanks again, and have a great day. Peace.